Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I would show you guys today just a homeschool morning in our house, as it is the Christmas season now, and kind of just what we're switching up as it's December and it's Christmas time. I'll be honest, I actually wasn't even going to film today, and I thought, should I film something today? And then I got up and the house was so bright. You can probably see, like, this is all just natural light coming in from outside because we have a fresh dumping of snow. And so the house just feels bright and cheery. The winter can go from like one day feeling gray and like depressing and down to like fresh snow, and all of a sudden, like, I can tell that my spirits are lifted this morning. And so I just felt like, you know what? Let's film a video. We have already done quite a bit this morning. I did get up first thing and work out. We had breakfast. The kids did their morning chores. I taught a piano lesson. The kids are now sitting in the living room. They're watching World Watch News. That's how we start our homeschool day every day. And it's a 10-minute segment. It gives me a little bit of time to get a few things done because I do have a couple things to quickly finish up in the kitchen before I go start school with them. I need to feed my, oh, it's on this counter over here. I need to feed the sourdough. I also took some chicken. We had chicken. This is like, you know, not related to our homeschool routine, but we had chicken for supper last night. So I have all of the chicken bones in there. I'm going to get some chicken stock started on the stovetop, and then I'll get started showing you today's homeschool routine. But welcome to today's video. Everyone is joining me here at the table, and this isn't how we were going to start. I was actually going to start with Bible time, but then I was not quite ready. I'm working on getting my chicken stock together here, but I still have a couple more ingredients to add, and I also still need to make a pot of coffee. So I was like, okay, change of plans. Before we start with Bible time, everyone's here. They all have a paper, and we're going to be doing this Art for Kids Hub video. It's how to draw a snowman. The kids all really enjoy doing these. They're super fun. I'll check back in a minute and show you. You know how to draw a snowman already. This is going to be a fun one, and I'll show you how everybody's drawing turned out. That's how you do it, eh? Okay, well, let's see how they do a snowman. All of the drawing is done, and so the kids are just kind of using their creativity to color each of their pictures now. They look so good. I love these lessons. Just so simple and clear on the different steps, but you can see how the kids kind of took their creativity and came out with,
they didn't.
Oh, you did draw feet. With different snowmen. I love it. And here's out the window the snow I was telling you about. Still coming down. Chicken stock is simmering there. That just simmers for about 4 hours. I know this is not a video about like food and cooking or anything, but sometimes it's just all integrated a bit, you know? I have my coffee here, and I'm gonna sit down. The kids are just about done coloring, and then we are going to get straight into doing Bible time. And so we are switching things up a little bit on our school days through the Christmas season. If we don't, there's not going to be time to do all the fun Christmas activities and things I want to do. So we're going to do Bible time. I'll show you what I put together. I have all of these cute looking snowmen in front of me. But so what I did for our Bible time, I talked about this actually just in a vlog recently, but I just printed up Luke 2 verses 1 through 20. And we are reciting that every single day, and then every day the kids write out one more verse in the passage. So that's kind of their handwriting for the day, is just doing some copy work. And then we're also going through some Christmas carols. So we are right now doing A Little Town of Bethlehem. We're just working on the first 2 verses right now, and then we'll add the next verses, but just singing and that repetition really helps them to learn the words to each of those Christmas carols. And so that's really what our Bible time is consisting of right now. Luke 2 verses 1 through 20. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, everyone into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem. I have this basket over here with all of our Christmas picture books, and so I've been trying to every day read one of these, especially for Wesley. Like, I do have a read aloud I do for the older kids too, but you know what, I'm gonna do Merry Christmas, Curious George. I'll read that to Wesley and everybody, but I mean mostly for Wesley. And then the chapter book I am reading for read aloud time is this one, The Family Under the Bridge. We have two, I mean, I'd like to get through 3. I just don't know if it's gonna happen, but there are 2 or 3 books I really wanna get through for read alouds this Christmas season, so I've been trying to really devote more time to read aloud so we can get through those. Simeon has his hand raised over here. What were you gonna say?
I already read part of it.
You already read part of The Family Under the Bridge. Yeah. No, I shared in my, what are you doing back there? You're gonna spill my coffee. In my Christmas resources, no, you can sit on my lap while I read this book. Do not spill my coffee. My Christmas resources video I posted last week, I talked about this book and said, we bought it, we lost it, where is it? We found it. It was under one of the kids' beds. One of the kids who I didn't think had this book, it was found. So that's what we're reading now. I will make a spot for you to sit on my lap. Of course I will. All right, and we're gonna read. Did you hear what book I'm gonna read to you?
Yeah.
What is it called?
I don't know what it's called. A Curious George.
Yep, and then those words say, Merry
Christmas,
Curious George. We are still working on this Gather Round unit study, and so my plan is to definitely finish this one before Christmas. We're not doing a Christmas unit study this year. We've done that in the past, but this year we're not. So we're just gonna finish this unit before Christmas and start another one in the new year. And so today, you guys, we're learning about oxide minerals. So let's start by doing a little review on what we learned yesterday. Yesterday we learned about silicate minerals, right? That means that there are all sorts of different types of ore. Iron, copper, aluminum, nickel, silver, lead, and much more. Did you notice that most of those are metals? Metal is one of the main ingredients in an oxide mineral. Finding a streak of copper or aluminum isn't enough to make a rock an ore, however. The entire area where it was found has to be closely studied to see if it was just a random occurrence or if there's a lot more. As we finish up our Gather Round lesson here, Wesley's also doing his handwriting book. And so what's the lowercase letter you're learning today? That's an easy one. And what does L say?
Oh, L is for lizard.
That's right. Now you're going to write out these words. Can you first read to me this first word? Sound it out.
Dog.
What's the vowel in the middle?
It's dig.
Everyone is getting winter gear on to go outside, and we're just getting used to this again, and so sometimes the whole process of getting the winter gear on takes a long time. So I was reminding the kids this morning, we'll have to get used to doing this quickly again. Otherwise, you know, they have like a half-hour break here and it'll take them 15 minutes just to get snow gear on. The snow just keeps coming down, pardon? Wesley is back there. Where is he? Oh, he's on the trampoline, what am I trying to call that? The base of the trampoline. And it's blowing too. Everyone did put on all of their winter gear because for one, we're not really used to the cold yet. So it just feels like for real. I need to close this door because it's so cold. With this unit, I've only been getting the kids to do a couple of pages. Like each lesson has, I think, 5 work pages for them to do. I've just been getting them to do 2 or 3 a day, especially with Christmas stuff added on too. And so usually while the kids are out, I will just mark whatever work, not really mark, but just check the work that they completed this morning. And then I pulled out lunch here. It's not time for lunch yet, but I thought these may as well just sit out of the fridge for a little bit. We had sourdough pancakes 2 nights ago now. I try to almost every night make enough dinner that we can have another lunch, and I just love how well that's working for us. There's only this much syrup left, and so I need to make some more here. We just go the cheap route. Right now I'm not buying maple syrup, and so I just do equal parts brown sugar and water and bring that to boil on the stove, and that's what we use for our syrup. I have to give you a little chicken stock update. Simmering is going well. We just have, I guess it's about halfway done. I just called all the kids to come inside. Normally I would love to just leave them and let them play for as long as possible, especially when we have fresh snow. So I was kind of on the fence about calling them, but we do have a busy day ahead, and so we need to get math in. And so we'll just quickly get math done here before lunch. The tricky part is that when I send them out, they have a good play out there and they probably would stay out for longer, but they likely won't go back out.
Nope.
Maybe they will. Maybe I will get them to go out again this afternoon, but usually it's just one good play, and that's, especially when it's cold and snowy out, usually just one good play is all they get. But here's the look of the kids all coming in, all their snowy gear. And this, I'm only wearing my socks. Usually I like to wear slippers if I know that kids are in and out with snow, or everybody's in and out with snow, because my feet will get wet, but I'll just stay over here where it's dry. Where is your littlest brother? What?
I think he's playing hide and seek.
You're playing hide and seek.
No,
okay.
he was gonna be it. No,
okay. Okay. Yeah, well, Sim will go find him. Okay, and we're all gonna get started on doing math. Okay.
Yep.
And look at this snowy kid. Wesley, were you rolling around in the snow or what?
Elijah was throwing a lot of snowballs.
Elijah was throwing a lot of snowballs. I believe that. Now we're doing some math. These little rosy cheeks. So Wesley is learning how to count by 10, so he's doing some math with tens. They're not usually all lined up in a line like this, all so close together doing their math, but that's what we've got today. So Wesley does, Wesley, I'm just gonna show the front of your book really quick. I don't wanna mess up your blocks here. It's Matthew C that he's doing. These other kids do teaching textbooks, so it's all on a computer. Elijah's over here doing his teaching textbooks. Simeon is my lunch helper, so he helps me with lunch and he does his math after lunch while the other kids get their chores done. How are you doing here? Your questions are getting tricky. I'm just heating up the syrup here, and I'm gonna just start toasting these waffles, or not waffles, these are pancakes. Pancakes reheat really nicely. We do also have peanut butter or berries or something like that on our pancakes. Today we're just gonna do peanut butter and bananas and syrup. Just kidding, no, I can't do bananas. We're out of bananas. That's too bad. But anyways, peanut butter and syrup on our pancakes. So that really concludes our school morning. We do have a few things to finish up this afternoon. After lunch, we do cleanup, chores and stuff. And then the older kids will do some language arts. I do a reading lesson with Wesley. And then Elijah has to still do science. He does Apologia Science. He just does that on his own. And what else am I missing? They all have a reading time. They each sit and do some independent reading time for about a half hour. And that's it. Thank you for coming along and watching how our mornings are going right now, and subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more of my content. I am doing Vlogmas currently, so Monday to Friday I'm posting a video every day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.